during the dating process, a lot of women don't like to ask questions because they want to feel like they're okay with everything. And whatever you do, and it's all right, it don't make no difference as long as when you're with me, you treat me well, da-da-da-da. And I think that might have been a little problematic for my marriage.
MC Lyte just shattered everything we thought we knew about her marriage. After years of silence, she's finally confirmed the double life scandal that destroyed her relationship with John Wyche. But the shocking truth isn't what you think it is. The real scandal? It might not even be about him. Here's what nobody wants to admit about MC Lyte's marriage: the photos never looked right. When she tied the knot with John Wyche in Jamaica back in 2017, something felt off. Fans whispered that neither of them looked genuinely happy. 3 years later, those whispers became prophetic. The double life everyone's talking about? It's not the affair you're expecting. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will flip everything you thought you knew about this story upside down. MC Lyte met John on Match.com. Yes, the legendary rapper who gave us Roughneck was online dating like the rest of us. They connected, fell for each other, and by August 2017, they were saying "I do" in a lavish Montego Bay ceremony. Friends and family flew across the world to witness what seemed like a fairy tale romance. 3 years of marriage. That's what the paperwork said. But here's where the story gets twisted. They were reportedly separated within just 5 months. 5 months. That means for most of their marriage, they weren't even living as husband and wife. MC Lyte filed for divorce in 2020, citing irreconcilable differences. Standard Hollywood divorce language, right? But the real tea was brewing behind closed doors. The divorce process dragged on for 3 agonizing years. 3 years of legal battles, paperwork, and most importantly, silence from both parties. During this time, rumors exploded across social media. People claimed John was living a secret double life, stepping out on Lyte, cheating left and right. The rumor mill painted him as the villain, the gold digger who married hip-hop royalty, and then showed his true colors. But hold on, there's a massive plot twist coming that changes everything about this narrative. Lyte herself remained mostly quiet during the divorce proceedings, which only fueled more speculation. When you're silent in the age of social media, people fill in the blanks themselves. And boy, did they fill them in with some wild theories. Here's where the scandal was supposed to explode: money. Sources claimed John was planning to Tinder swindle MC Lyte, trying to take her hard-earned assets. The internet ran wild with stories about him going after her music catalog, her royalties, everything she'd worked decades to build. This is where most celebrity divorce stories would get messy. The prenup battles, the asset division, the he said she said about who deserves what. Everyone was waiting for MC Lyte to come out swinging, to expose John as the money-hungry manipulator they believed him to be. She did the complete opposite. In 2023, MC Lyte dropped a bombshell that nobody saw coming. She posted on Instagram, setting the record straight once and for all. Her exact words? "John never attempted to take any assets from me at any time. Not some of her assets. Not most of her assets. None of her assets." She didn't stop there. On The Breakfast Club, she went even deeper, explaining that rumors about him trying to steal her money were completely fabricated. She kept her entire music catalog, all her royalties, every personal asset, because of a prenuptial agreement they'd made in 2017. So, if John wasn't cheating financially, what about the cheating rumors? What about this supposed double life that destroyed their marriage? This is where MC Lyte's recent confirmations get really interesting. She admitted something that changes the entire narrative. During the dating process, a lot of women don't like to ask questions because they want to feel like they're okay with everything and whatever you're doing and it's all right. And I think that might have been a little problematic for my marriage. Wait, what? She's not saying John was living a double life. She's admitting she didn't ask the right questions to uncover what his real life was like. That's not the same thing as him being deceptive. That's her acknowledging she wasn't fully present in getting to know her partner. But here's where it gets even more complex. MC Lyte has always faced rumors about her own sexuality. For decades, people have speculated about her relationships with Queen Latifah and even Jada Pinkett Smith. Some fans were genuinely surprised she married a man at all. Here's the retention bomb I promised you earlier. The double life wasn't John's. It might have been hers. Not in terms of cheating or deception, but in terms of living up to everyone else's expectations while struggling with her own truth. MC Lyte recently confirmed that early in her career, whispers about her sexuality bothered her. She said people doubted she could look the way she did and still genuinely be into men. The pressure to fit into boxes to be what others expected created internal conflict that may have affected every relationship she had. In her own words, being young in the industry meant constantly being pushed into roles or labels that others felt comfortable with, leaving many artists stuck in expectations that weren't really their truth. This is the double life. Not secret affairs or hidden agendas, but the exhausting performance of being who everyone else needs you to be instead of who you actually are. So, who is John White really? After all the rumors and speculation, MC Lyte painted a completely different picture. He's got his own career, his own assets, his own life that she was happy she didn't want any part of. This doesn't sound like a gold digger. This sounds like two successful people who simply weren't compatible. The divorce took 3 years not because of bitter fighting, but because John was reportedly hesitant to sign the papers. Maybe he genuinely wanted to save the marriage. Maybe he saw potential where she saw problems. We'll never know his side completely, but MC Lyte's recent confirmations suggest he wasn't the villain everyone made him out to be. She emphasized that their divorce was not a battle, and that he never tried to take her assets. These aren't the words of someone exposing a manipulative ex-partner. These are the words of someone setting the record straight about a good person who simply wasn't right for her. Fast forward to 2023, and MC Lyte hard-launched her relationship with Aaron Johnson, a tech industry professional. The contrast is striking. Where John was allegedly her usual type, Aaron is described as a ray of sunshine and a total opposite of what she typically dated. Her family was reportedly stunned when they met Aaron. After years of her choosing bad boys, remember Roughneck, she'd found someone completely different, someone who brought out the softer side of life. But here's the twist that nobody's talking about. In recent months, MC Lyte has deleted many photos of her and Aaron together on social media. Fans have noticed. People are speculating. Is this relationship heading toward the same fate as her marriage? Here's what we need to understand about MC Lyte's story. It's not really about one failed marriage or even 2 men. It's about the impossible pressure placed on female rappers to be everything to everyone while never being allowed to just be human. MC Lyte built her career on being strong, independent, uncompromising. Songs like Roughneck celebrated loving bad boys and tough guys. But what happens when the real you wants something different? What happens when you grow beyond the image that made you famous? She admitted that her decision to marry came from a deep belief in the sanctity of marriage and partnership, and that the failure was nothing short of devastating. This isn't someone who entered marriage lightly or left it easily. This is someone who genuinely believed in love and commitment, but got trapped between public expectations and personal truth. MC Lyte's 2024 appearance on The Breakfast Club revealed more truth than any tabloid ever could. She didn't just address the John White rumors, she addressed decades of speculation about her sexuality, her relationships, her choices. When directly asked about rumors of her being with Queen Latifah, she dismissed them as never was, never was. But she also acknowledged that certain things may have happened in her life, while insisting people were wrong to define her by assumptions. This is someone who's tired of living in other people's definitions. The double life scandal isn't about deception, it's about the exhaustion of performing authenticity while searching for genuine connection. Let's talk about something MC Lyte revealed that adds another layer to this story. Despite selling over 1 million records, she admits she didn't receive proper compensation for publishing royalties. She's been in a treacherous game where even successful artists struggle financially. This context matters because it shows why people assumed John was after her money. In an industry where financial security is rare, protecting assets becomes crucial. The prenup wasn't suspicious, it was smart business, but it also shows why MC Lyte values genuine connection over financial gain. She could have found someone wealthy, someone who matched her celebrity status. Instead, she chose love, twice, even when it didn't work out as planned. We can't ignore the elephant in the room, MC Lyte's decades-long friendship with Queen Latifah. Their connection is undeniable, their mutual respect genuine, their support system solid, and credits her with changing how the world views female MCs. But here's what people miss. Sometimes the most important relationships in our lives aren't romantic. Sometimes the person who understands you best, who's been there through everything, who knows your real truth, is your friend. Not your lover, your friend. The speculation about MC Lyte and Queen Latifah says more about society's inability to understand deep female friendship than it does about either woman's sexuality. Hold up. Let me ask you something that's going to change how you see this entire story. What if the real scandal isn't about any man in MC Lyte's life? What if it's about a woman who spent decades being who everyone else needed her to be, and only now, at 54, is discovering who she actually wants to be? That's not a scandal. That's growth. That's evolution. That's human. So where does this leave us? MC Lyte is single again, or at least appears to be based on her social media activity. She's been through marriage, divorce, new love, and possibly another ending. But here's what she's gained through it all: the courage to live authentically. She's no longer the woman who doesn't ask questions because she wants to seem okay with everything. She's no longer performing a version of herself that fits other people's expectations. She's becoming who she actually is, regardless of who's watching or judging. The double life scandal everyone's been waiting for? Here it is. MC Lyte spent decades living as the MC Lyte everyone expected, while privately being Lana Michelle Moorer, the woman who wanted love, stability, and genuine connection. The scandal isn't that John Wyche was deceptive. The scandal is that we forced a human being to choose between her public persona and her private truth for so long that even she lost track of where one ended and the other began. John Wyche might have been living his authentic life the entire time. MC Lyte is only now learning how to live hers. MC Lyte's confirmation of her husband's double life scandal reveals something far more profound than celebrity gossip. It exposes the impossible standards we place on public figures, especially women of color, especially women in hip-hop. The real scandal isn't about deception or betrayal. It's about survival and authenticity in an industry that profits from neither. Her journey from roughneck to vulnerability, from performing strength to admitting weakness, from hiding behind personas to seeking genuine connection. That's the real story here. John Wyche wasn't the villain in this narrative. He was just a man who got caught in the crossfire of a woman's journey toward self-discovery. The 3-year divorce wasn't about fighting over money or assets. It was about two people untangling themselves from a commitment they'd made before they truly knew themselves or each other. It was about learning that sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let someone go. MC Lyte's current relationship status remains unclear, but her relationship with herself seems stronger than ever. She's no longer afraid to contradict the narratives others write about her life. She's no longer performing the version of herself that sells records or satisfies fan expectations. The double life scandal everyone was waiting for turned out to be the most human story of all. A woman learning to live authentically after decades of performance. That's not scandalous. That's inspiring. What do you think? Was MC Lyte protecting John Wyche's reputation, or revealing a deeper truth about love, growth, and self-discovery? Have you ever found yourself living a double life to meet others' expectations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, share this video with someone who needs to hear this story, and smash that subscribe button for more untold truths about your favorite artists. Hit the bell icon so you never miss when we expose the real stories behind the headlines.
Any money from, because you sold millions of records, did you get any of that publishing royalties, anything back then?
Slightly, but nothing like, you
should
know,
have.
I should have, yeah. I mean, this is a treacherous game. And what's interesting is on the internet now is like every nook and cranny you can see truth being told, which is...
Really? Truth?
Well, yeah, you got some people that are just like, look, this is how the record
still works.
Oh, got you.
You know, which I think is really admirable of those people to kind of speak their truth.